Hey, welcome back to another Axe Family video. I hope you're doing well. Today's video is a little bit different than our normal videos because it's just going to be us sitting here talking to you. So we do have something to say today, and we thought it would be fun for you guys just to get to know us a little better with an unedited video. In our videos, you know, there's a ton of editing and you get little glimpses of our character in there. But this is going to give you a more in-depth, kind of like, you get to just see us hanging out and talking. Taylor had an idea of what we could talk about in this video, and why don't you go ahead and share that?
Yeah, so the last 7 months we've been traveling, if you're new around here, traveling full-time, living out of our truck, visiting people across the country, and along the way we've gotten a lot of questions, and most questions have been the same along kind of each place we've been or people we've been with. We've heard a lot of the same questions, and so I thought we could I could ask Cody, I guess, these questions, and then he would answer how we have answered in the past, just to kind of cover a multitude of people who are curious about our journey and basic questions about how we got here and what we're doing and all that stuff.
Right. So if you have been watching for a while, there might be some redundancy here, but if you're new, this will catch up to speed pretty quick. And so for those who are new, 7 months ago we left. Well, that's actually part of the first question you were going to ask me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So how would I say this? If you're new to the channel, push the subscribe button all the way in and click the bell so you get notified when we post new videos. And that way you can, you know, stay up to date with our journey, and then you can also go back on our channel and watch some of the older videos. Yeah, how about you ask the first question?
Yeah, so one of the most popular questions we get is, what made you guys start traveling? What prompted this? What spurred this on?
Yeah, so I was working, and Taylor was working, and I had made a 3-year commitment at the job that I was at, and we were getting to a point where it was about 6 months before the 3 years was up, and I was at a point where I knew that I didn't want to continue doing that job, and that my life was kind of leading me to something else, something that's next. And at the same time, I had started this YouTube channel about 3 years ago now, almost. It's been like 2.5 years ago. And so the channel was growing, and basically we're like, okay, we know we're gonna go to a new job, and that will require us to move somewhere, like live somewhere new. And so then we're like, well, what do we want to do, or what should we do? And through just a long process, we kind of were like, let's take a trip, and like, let's go see all of our friends and families and catch up with them and see how they're doing. And because who gets to do that? I mean, who gets to pack up all their stuff and go and see everybody, and not have a specific agenda of like, oh, we can only be here for a couple days, or you know, but to have some freedom in our schedule as well. And so as I say that, there's been a few things along this journey where we have had set deadlines, but we've been able to fit most everything in. There's some people we haven't been able to see, so but we've seen a lot of people. So did I answer it or no?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you did.
Cool.
Another question we get is, well, they go together, is, well, how long are you going to be doing this for, and where are you going to end up?
Right. And both the answers, if you've watched our videos, we say this a lot, both of those answers are the same, which is, we don't know. I'm sure at some point we're going to know the answers to those questions, but we don't know them yet. And so we're sitting in a season of liminality, a season of change, a season of unknown. And so it's uncomfortable to be in the unknown. and we're becoming more comfortable in the unknown. However, other people are uncomfortable as well, and so when we invite them into that answer, they don't necessarily like it. And so a lot of people will say something like this. They'll be like, so where are you guys going to end up? Like, and then we'll be like, well, we don't know. And then they're like, well, do you like have any idea where you would end up? And they basically just asked the same question again, but in a different way, because they weren't comfortable with the first answer. And so then we say again, like, yeah, we don't know. And then we kind of get the look of like, oh,
you're serious.
Yeah, like, you really don't know. So yeah, we don't know. And that's okay, because we're, not letting the fear of the unknown control us, and we're just kind of stepping into that. Yeah.
And each place we've gone, we've been intentional about kind of asking each other, like, what do you think about this place? Or could this be a potential place for us in the future and next season? And
yeah. So we're spending time, like, processing, like, is this a place that we could live? Or, so some people will use the word calling, like, do we feel called to this place, or something like that. So, yeah.
Another question we get is, how are you guys doing this financially? Are you living off of savings? Are you making money? What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm super into budgeting and like having the numbers, balance out at the end. And so going into planning this trip, we had about 6 months to prepare, and so I roughly like got an idea of like, this is what our budget's gonna look like. I had no idea, but I did my best to estimate.
You did pretty good.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, every month's been different, so I feel like I still don't even know like our average. But so yeah, so then we saved money to be able to do this for what we thought would be a year. So numbers have changed a little bit since we started, but so financially we have some savings that we've been living off of to do this, and then we do have revenue coming in. Taylor has a essential oil business where she teaches people how to use oils, and if people buy oils, they can do that through her, and she's great at it. She's very just not like, she doesn't pressure anybody. Like, people ask her what she does, and she's like, oh yeah, I have essential oil business, and then she just kind of leaves it at that. And it's been cool to see other people who are actually interested come to her, and so that's been a cool for me to watch, just like her marketing technique of like, if they're they know what I do, and so if they're interested, they'll talk to me, and if they're not, then it's fine. So but more and more people have been talking to her because she actually wants to help people, but she wants to help the people that want to know, so she doesn't want to shove down people's throat. So anyways, that's a side note, but it's been really cool to watch her on this trip, and this trip's actually been super helpful for her business because she's getting to meet with people in person, even though all of her work is mostly online. Being face-to-face is super helpful as well. So Taylor has revenue from that's coming in. I am working for an organization online, and it's a nonprofit, and that job is ending next month, almost like a day from now. So so that's what I've been doing as we've been traveling. But yeah, so a month from now, I won't have that job anymore, and I will be doing YouTube still. And so entering into another unknown or potential like fear zone, let's call it, and we're just going to charge through it and just kind of blast it out of the way. So I don't know what's beyond that fear wall or whatever, but we're just going to charge through it. So that's at the end of next month, or like it's a month from now. Let's see. Yeah, and there's a little money from YouTube that's coming in as well. So, and that's growing. The more you guys watch our videos, when people watch the ads, sorry, there's a car driving by. When people watch like the ads on our videos, if they watch them all the way through, like that gives us some ad revenue from that. So hopefully the ads that show are relevant to you and are something you're actually interested in. But that's why we have the ads on there, because it helps us out and gives us some money. So, yeah.
Cool. And the last question for this video is, how's Chief doing on this journey? Is he a good dog while traveling? What's that been like?
Yeah. So Chief has been doing awesome. He's well trained, and he gets along with pretty much everybody. Everybody's his best friend before he even meets them. Anytime he hears a new voice, his tail just starts going. So he loves meeting new people. I think he's enjoying it just as much as we are, if not more. So all the other dogs he's met up with, he has gotten along well with them as well. So overall, I think he's doing really well.
Yeah, he travels really well. He's got his own space in the truck, and
yeah, he doesn't get car sick or anything.
Yeah, he does great, and keeps us active and hiking or walking or running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anything, the heat, like when we were in Arizona,
yeah.
The heat was rough for him, but
he did great.
Yeah, he did great. So, yep, cool. So, did you have any other questions?
I mean, we've gotten asked a lot of other questions, but those were kind of the most.
Yeah, those
popular.
are kind of the main ones. So, if you do have any other questions for us about this journey or just about us in general, feel free to comment down below. Also, comment down below just if you have any thoughts or words of encouragement for us. We read all the comments, and it's always good to hear, a positive voice down there. So, check that out. Push the subscribe button all the way in if you haven't done so yet. And then if you click that bell that shows up next to the subscribe button, it'll notify you.
And you can share these videos like on Facebook or through email really easily, so that'll help us too.
Yeah, that has helped our channel grow a lot when people share our videos. And so if there's a video that you think is awesome, definitely share it. If there's a video that you're like, oh, so-and-so needs to watch this, then maybe post it on their Facebook or something like that. It might seem small to you, but it's huge to us, and we really appreciate it. So thanks for supporting us in that way. Yeah. Let us know if you like this, just hanging out with us, because it's a little different than normal.
But we can keep doing it.
Like, I'm not going to edit this video, and it's just going to be one clip, and this is it. You just get to hang out with us. So, I hope you're doing well, and we'll see you guys later. Hats off to you.
See ya.